What's up, guys? How you doing? My name is Malad Ghassil. Welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a comparison between the two salesman positions at Verizon and T-Mobile. So at Verizon, the position is called Solution Specialist versus T-Mobile where it's called Mobile Expert. Now, these two positions are identical, okay? They're pretty much the same. You deal with customer service, customer issues, you sell stuff, you go through accounts. Your job is essentially a salesman job. Okay, so they're very similar, but in this video I'm going to do a compare and contrast to see which job that I would recommend. But what I would like is probably different than what you would like, depending on the values that you hold. Okay, so the first thing I want to compare is the benefits. Now, the benefits package on both of these companies and both of these positions are very good benefit packages. So essentially, there are some differences. Like, for example, T-Mobile lets you buy stocks at a discount, which is pretty cool. And Verizon gives you more sick days, which is also pretty cool. So depending on which one you like more, they both have 401k, health insurance, and stuff like that. But if I were to choose a benefits package, I would choose Verizon's benefits package, just because you get the benefits package starting day one versus T-Mobile, where you have to wait a year before the benefits kick in, for at least most of them, not all of them. But yeah, so essentially I would choose Verizon's benefits package. Verizon's benefit package, if you want the tuition reimbursement, you get it the first day. Health insurance first day. You get your paid time off the first day, so you can actually request your time off on the first month. I mean, obviously it has to be approved, but you have your time off starting day one, versus T-Mobile where you have to accrue your time off over time. Okay, so I would choose the Verizon's benefits package. The second thing that I want to compare is the management style. Now, both of these companies, they have different styles of management, but they're both very micromanaging. Okay, but what I do like about Verizon's management is the fact that they don't micromanage as much, and they try to approach you as a friend rather than I'm your manager. Listen to me. Like with T-Mobile, I'm not saying their managers were bad really, but I got a more friendly vibe with the managers at Verizon. Like, they were more willing to listen, more willing to help you out, which I think is phenomenal. Most retail positions, they kind of work you to the bone, versus Verizon, where like if you go like, hey man, I can't do this, or I'm finding difficulty with this, they're very willing to help you out. Okay, so second point for Verizon. The third point I want to do is the workload, right? So both of these are salesman positions, so they have very similar workload, but the main difference is with T-Mobile, you end up doing a lot of stuff that isn't part of your job description. And mainly I'm talking about when you sell the phones and you have to move the data from one phone to the other. At T-Mobile, that's something that management expects from you. At Verizon, you tell the customer, hey, like any loss of data, it's not Verizon's responsibility. That's why we want you to do it, just in case anything wrong happens. Verizon isn't to blame, versus T-Mobile, where you are expected to do that, and it's not a good look if the transfer doesn't go as planned or anything like that. And it's a lot more work because it could take hours for stuff to move over. Okay, so I would give that point to Verizon as well. And the last point that I want to make is the pay. Now, the pay is a higher hourly wage with Verizon, but it's a lower commission, because at Verizon, it's a team commission. So essentially, all of the team has to do well for you to get paid. If one person at the team doesn't do well, your commission check is going to tank. I mean, if you're the person who didn't do well, or your coworker is the person who didn't do well, it doesn't matter, because if one person doesn't do well, you all tank, versus T-Mobile, where you're only responsible for yourself. So essentially, I prefer to be responsible for myself, because if I didn't do well, that's fine. I expect me not to get paid. But if I did well, I also want to be rewarded for that. So that's something that I like a lot. And also, with the team commission at Verizon, you end up getting paid a lot less, even if your team did very well. So if your team did very well, you get like, I believe, $1,000. But like on average with T-Mobile, I was making like a $2,000 commission check, which is really good. And like sometimes more, sometimes less, but still, like, at least I know that I'm getting what I sold, nothing more, nothing less. And so I'm gonna give that point to T-Mobile. But if you want me to tell you which job I would recommend, I would recommend the T-Mobile job, even though Verizon got most of the points. Mainly because of the pay, because the pay does make a huge difference in like what I consider to be my future job, right? Because, okay, management is better. I can handle bad management. Benefits, they're pretty much the same. Verizon's a little bit better. That's fine. I can handle the lack of benefits. But the one thing that I cannot tolerate is being paid less. So because I'm being paid less with Verizon, I'd recommend you join T-Mobile. And that's like straight up, you get paid thousands of dollars more working at T-Mobile if you're a good salesman. So that's what I think. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys found this video informative, and I hope you liked it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Let me know why you didn't like it in the comments below. And until next time, peace.